Hey guys, this is Jenna with Hill Valley Farm, and today I wanted to go through the first part of our breeding season for 2024. We have bred 7 does for January and February, 7 does total, and those are the does that will kick us off, start off our 2024 kidding season, and we're excited about that. Next year will be a lot less stressful in the way of milk tests because I don't plan to do milk tests next year. We're taking that year off to focus on nationals that's coming in July and just shows in general. So these does that are going to freshen in January, February, I'll milk for a little bit, but not very long. I'll milk them through when they have kids on them, but then I will probably either dry them off or I'll most likely keep Lily in milk is my plan right now, depending on what they're looking like and how they're doing, of course. So let's get started with showing you the first 7 does due in 2024. First on the list for the 2024 kidding season is Rolling Meadows BB Godiva. We lovingly call her Lily. Lily was bred with Blessings at HT Legends Are Made. So Legend is the sire of the kids that she has settled with. Lily is actually due on January 17th, 2024. So we will be kicking off our breeding season early again in 2024 as we did in 2023. Lily, we gave her a break in 2023. She did not kid at all, because she had a pretty bad dystocia, rough kidding in 2022. And it messed with a nerve that goes to her right back leg. And she has been so much better. She's just done very well. She's super healthy. She's actually one of my favorite girls to milk personally. And so I am very, very excited to get Lily back on the milk stand and in the milking rotation because she just really is that good. Lily is one of our smallest does in our herd, and she also throws the kids that are the slow growers. However, I think matched with Legend in his length of body and just substance of bone, I think that can do a lot for the kids that Lily is carrying. The reservation list for Lily is open as we speak, and so if you would like to get on that list, let me know. And that's Lily and Legend. Second on the list for 2024 breeding or kidding is Hill Valley Spindly, aka Ellie. And Ellie was bred to Vista Oaks Recall for 2024 kids. She was bred and settled the first time, and she is due on January 18th, which is just a day after Lily. Ellie threw some beautiful twin does in 2022 as a first freshener. She is a doe that absolutely loathes getting milked. She hates it. She hates every part about it, but she throws really pretty kids. She was LA'd this year. Coated, like she wasn't in milk, but she got number scores, and the width that she has actually is tremendous in that she is a very, very, very small doe. She does meet the breed standard minimum height, so she's not under height, but she is very small. But the width in her hips and thurls and the levelness is really amazing. And so I am very happy that, Ellie is a part of this herd, and we will continue to use her. She is polled, so possibilities with this breeding is polled and moon spotted kids. And there is someone on the list already for 2 does, so we do have that, but other reservations are open. The bucklings will be weathered, and just because I just don't want to use bucklings out of such a small doe, that's just how I feel. I think that they're better pets than bucklings. So that is the breeding with Sweet Ellie and Recall. Next up is Hill Valley Fly Me to the Moon. And Moon was bred with Blessings at HT Legends Are Made. So she is bred to Legend. Moon is due as a first freshener on January 27th. And I'm very excited to see what Moon can bring to the herd with her kids. As a first freshener, it's just always exciting to see what udder develops and what she can do as a first freshener. We don't put a whole lot of expectations on our first fresheners, but we do expect them to produce. And we had a first freshener this year that over the top produced, that was Butter, and she amazed us all, and so did Alice. So we were really excited about them. So this is our next round of first fresheners coming up. We have 4 of them, and I'm very, very excited to see what Moon here produces. Moon is out of Corey's Fancy Tea Elfwin and Vista Oaks Rocket, and so I'm really, really excited to have another Rocket daughter freshen and look at that udder. So that is Moon and Legend, due January 27th. Next on the list is Hill Valley Watch This Madness. We call her Maddie, and she is bred to Legend. Blessings at HT Legends are made, and that she is going to be a first freshener that I have been so excited about watching since she was born. She is the daughter of Vista Oaks Risky Business, 1-star M, and Vista Oaks Recall. So very, very excited, and she doesn't want to behave for me right now. But I am very excited to see this girl grow. She did very, very well in the class of dry yearlings this year. Normally in the top 5 anywhere she went, mostly top 3. Even in Kentucky, in one of the hardest, most competitive rings that we were in, Maddie got 3rd in her class, right behind Dicey, who was 2nd. And Dicey ended up getting her dry leg this year. So we're very happy with how Maddie has done this year. She's a beautiful doe. She brings that risky dairyness to the table. She has a lot of attributes. She's very deep and wide, and she's got a lot of strength to her. Add that with Legend's dairyness, and I really think that'll be a really nice mix. So Maddie is due on January 28th, and she has settled. We haven't seen her come back in, so I'm very certain that she is settled. She has blue eyes and moon spots, so there will obviously be the potential for blue eyes and moon spots in this pairing. So she'll be a first freshener, therefore the bucklings will be weathered, but the does will be available as registered does, and the reservation list is open. So that is Maddie and Legend. Next up is Hill Valley Mimo Mirabella. Mirabella is out of Cedar View, Tuscany, and Vista Oaks Recall. Mirabella will be a first freshener, so we're again excited about this freshening. She is bred to Primrose Hill M. Archimedes, and that was actually not my plan. I had planned to breed her with one of the bucks that we kept, but the bucklings that we kept from this year just weren't quite ready. So we bred her with Archimedes because I kind of feel like you can't go wrong. And so I'm really excited about this breeding. I think it'll add some strength to her, and also dairy. And so I'm really excited about that. I have loved everything Archimedes has done for our herd in the way of rumps, and so I feel like he can fix some rumps. And I just really am a fan of Mirabella. Mirabella ended up getting too heavy as a dry yearling, so she really did not do well in the ring just because of that. And so we are excited to see what she will look like as a first freshener. She is due on February 5th, and as long as she is settled, and so far, I mean, she's not come back into heat, and it's been a while, so I'm pretty sure she has settled. So those kids are due, and the reservation list is open on that. All bucklings will be weathered, just like they are with all the first fresheners. We always weather bucklings, but the does will be open, available as registered does. So that is Mirabella and Archimedes. Next on the list is Hill Valley Isabella. Isabella will be coming into 2024 kidding as a 3F, and she has been bred to Vista Oaks Recall. Recall is known for adding length to his kids, and Isabella is out of Lily, so I feel like that could get some length added, and Isabella has a beautiful udder, beautiful medial. I'd really like to see some more production this year. As a first freshener, she actually had more production than she did as a 2F. I don't know what that was about. She does have her milk star. She earned it in 2022. We're waiting on ADGA to get up to date with the performance of 2022, but she does have her milk star, so all kids will be priced as her having her milk star, as she should, because we put the work in and she did get it. If anyone has any questions, I can always show numbers. So Isabella, she's a beautiful doe, got a lot of strength to her, added with length that Recall will throw in, and I just really think that'll be a really nice pairing. The potentials with that, of course, are blue eyes and moon spots, and so we're excited about that. And she's just a very, very lovely doe. She will be due on February 5th, just like Mirabella, so we're excited about that, and we cannot wait to see her kids. So that is Isabella and Recall. Last but not least is Hill Valley Butterfly Effect, bred with Blessings at HT Legends are made. I've obviously used Legend a lot for these first breedings. Butter is bred to him because of the dairiness. She has tremendous dairy strength. And so bringing him in with her, I think, will be one of the best matches this year. I'm very excited about this. As a first freshener in her first year of milking, Butterfly ended up earning her milk star in not just 2 of the categories, but all 3. In volume, butter, fat, and protein. She's actually still in milk right now, even though she is due February 5th. We will be drying her up next month. As soon as I do that last milk test, I'll send it in and dry her up, because she earned her star in all 3 categories like 2 months ago. She has shown me tremendous production. I have actually never seen a first freshener milk the way this doe does. And so, thinking back to a long time ago when we had Dolly and we chose to keep the little single doe that she had, I am so thankful and grateful that we made that decision. Butter is one of those does that has a lot of personality, and Caden absolutely loves this doe. She can be a pill for me to milk, but we have just decided to agree to disagree when it comes to being on the milk stand. She loves to eat, and I like to get her milk. So there we have it. So Butter, her reservation list is open. However, I will say that any doe she has, I imagine, will go very quickly. There is a possibility we will be retaining a doeling out of this match, just because I want to see what the does do in the line. And her bucklings will be Star Bs. So we will keep them as bucks. And so she has not come back into heat, so I am thinking she is definitely settled. And like I said, she is due February 5th. I cannot say enough good things about this doe. She has been a very huge asset to our program. And so that is Butter and Legend, due February 5th. So there were the 7 does. Very, very excited about that. A couple things I did not mention. One is Butterfly, as well as doing so well in production. She also ended up doing very well in the show ring this year, getting first place in her class in several of the shows that we had in several of their rings. So that was awesome. Also, another thing is you have to remember her doeling, Hill Valley Butterfinger, is the one who did so amazing this year in the ring, getting her dry leg with the very first ring she ever walked into, and then also again at the Tennessee Valley Fair for those premiums. So that really was amazing. We had a really great season with the girls that we took as our show string. So that's another reason to get on Butterfly's reservation list. You don't want to miss out on that. Also, I talked about Lily. There's just so many things to look forward to about Lily. I love, love, love milking her, watching her go through her lactation. The longer she goes, the better she gets. She's just one of those does. She doesn't drop off. She just gets better. So I'm excited. She's getting older, so I really want to bring that potential into the herd. I'm really excited about the first fresheners. These are, our first recall daughters that we're getting depression. And so I get to see their udders. One is a daughter of recall. And so again, super excited to see an udder, to see like what Sky has and what other rocket daughters have. I'm very excited to see what Elf One put into Moon, as in her line of pedigree, mixing it with Rocket. So I'm super excited about that. Obviously excited about Butter because Butter is just that great. So there's just a lot to be excited about and grateful for. So that is our part 1. Next will be our part 2, and that will actually start breeding in December, and we are having to plan strategically, mainly because my son is a senior in high school and this is his last baseball season ever. So because he doesn't plan to do it in college. So we are, if anyone asks and is wondering, the reason why we're breeding for early May for nationals is because of my son, because I'm sorry, family comes first. So we are breeding for the first 5 days in May with what we hope to be our nationals show string. Now I say we hope because things change. They don't always get to go to the shows. Like I had a plan for Lila this year and she just didn't get to go to the shows. The pregnancy just wore it down. So I'm just really careful with my girls and I don't want to overdo it with them. So that's why I say probably our show string. We've got another first freshener in that round. You could probably guess who she is. And along with the does that have done so incredibly well for us this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also give us that thumbs up because it helps us more than you know. And until next time, I hope you guys have an awesome goat field day.